Alright, here we go. Seesaw here with another video. There's no chapter review this week, but one thing I want to talk about, something I kind of glossed over in the last chapter, and that's Nika the Sun God, okay? The reason why I glossed over this, because first, I thought that Who's Who was just saying these things just to get underneath Jinbei's skin and trying to get some type of advantage over him. Second of all, these people act like they've never read One Piece before. In just about every arc in One Piece, there's something that they mention, they talk about, and it never gets touched on again. Okay? For example, those big red-eyed monsters at the end of the Florian Triangle. What the hell are those? They have never been elaborated on, never been touched upon, nothing. Okay? And L going to the moon. That's never been touched upon. Okay? They've never said whatever happened to Enel, or what became of Enel, or if he's going to come back, or what he discovered, what he didn't discover. They've never fully elaborated on that. Why is it still daytime at Enemy's Lobby? They never said why. It's just, that's the way it is. That big old hole in the ground that the water keeps flowing into, where does that go to? Okay? King's race, the Wildfire King on Kaido's crew. What race is he? They've never elaborated on that. He said he's like, 1 in a million or whatever, or the last of his kind. They've never elaborated on that. Okay? The big straw hat at Mary Jo's pub. They've never elaborated on that. What's the significance of the straw hat? Did it belong to Joy Boy or whoever? They never elaborated on that. Okay? Another thing, the big egg on Roger's ship. Where did it come from? What's the egg? Is it an egg of a what? Of a dragon or a dinosaur? What is it? Is it Yoshi in that there egg? What is it? That's never been elaborated either. There's tons of things in the One Piece verse that have never been elaborated on and never been touched, okay? And I believe Nika the Sun God is going to be on that list. Get over it, okay? If they elaborate it more in the next chapter, they go in depth upon it, which I don't see how, because Who's Who just got laid out. He's the only one that's mentioned anything about it. So the only way that you can get any information about it is Jinbei wants to share what knowledge he knows. But I doubt it. It's something that Jinbei didn't like talking about it because it pissed him off. Who's Who talking about it. So I doubt if he wants to talk about it, and none of the other Straw Hats heard about it. So I doubt it. I think this is going to be the end of it. He shut Who's Who up, shut him down, and that's the end of it. Now another thing too is a lot of things that he was saying didn't quite make sense to me. First of all, Who's Who was a prisoner. He was in jail. Okay? So the thing about slavery and all that, how does that relate to him? Being a prisoner or being a slave is two different things. Second of all, the fishmen have not been the only people who have been slaves. Go back. Look at the archipelago. The celestial dragon was riding that dude, and he had a collar on his neck. That was a regular dude, and Zoro wanted to cut him up, cut up that celestial dragon, and Juri Bonnie stopped him. So that was a regular person. So was Boa Hancock. She was a regular person of the Kuja Pirates. She's just a regular female. There's nothing special about her. Until now and then she's got her devil fruit. But other than that, there's nothing special about her. The Tontatas, they were slaves too in their history. And there have been giants that have been slaves. The big giant that was trying to capture the big mermaid princess, Shirahoshi. What about him? He was a slave. So the fishmen have not been the only race of beings in the One Piece verse that have been slaves. So that doesn't check out to me. So I think he was just saying that stuff just to try to get under Jinbei's skin, and there was some grain of truth to it, but it wasn't fully true. It was exaggerating, like I said, just to get under Jinbei's skin. Okay, another thing I wanted to add is the symbolism that Who's Who is trying to get underneath Jinbei's skin, and he's using his finger pistol technique on Jinbei, and he breaks his fingers trying to get under Jinbei's skin, literally and figuratively. So that's the reason why I glossed it over, and I don't really think it's that important, really. I think it's just going to be one of those things. It's going to be just mentioned just to gather up intrigue, just to explain why the fishermen have the sun logo, the sun pirates, and more add to the break of the new dawn and the symbolism of the sun rising up again on the land or whatever. It's just to add to the symbolism, that this to convey the fact that this thing, the rising of the dawn, is not just a Wano thing. It's a whole entire embodiment of the One Piece world. And that's all it's really trying to convey. It's the fishmen, everyone else, to touch upon everything, the giants, everybody, every race. There's a sun coming up. I think when we go to Elbath, it's going to be a theme to where it's snowing all the time. And they're going to talk about, summer coming, instead of the break of the dawn. It's going to be something of that nature, the end of winter and spring comes. I think it's going to be something of that nature. So maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But that's my thoughts about it. If you like what I'm talking about, comment, subscribe, share. Thanks for watching. Sea Salt. Peace.